Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. These are general messages for the collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter placements. Let's get into it. So the first card you have for today, Cancerians, is the Four of Wands. Now, Wands is the fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius are the fire elements. You could have some fire placements in your chart, but nevertheless, this is a minor arcana fable involved. If you see the picture, there is this penguin that is dressed up in a tuxedo. You're dancing away. There's also an arch where this penguin is standing. Feels like dressed for an event. The arch is like the portal, like we walk through, or some kind of a threshold that we cross. And then there is, it's draped with those beautiful red flowers, which are, an energy of love, of beauty, of fragrance, a celebratory energy. And Four of Wands in general is about creating structures, right? Solid foundations where, things that we can celebrate. Whether it's, it's a foundation in your family, personal life, or it's in your business, or it's in your workplace. A solid foundation that, that we can build upon. So something which is worth celebrating, a milestone which is worth celebrating. You have put in a lot of effort. It takes a lot to get from Ace of Wands, from an idea or a new opportunity, planning, executing, waiting for your results. Now the results have come and you can see that the foundation is, created. So this could be in regards to your family. It could be in regards to your workplace. Whatever this is like, a place. I feel for the most part, it's on the home front. But it could be, on your professional front as well. Maybe in regards to a business that you have established. Maybe it's a business from home. But the foundation is out there. It's ready. And you can build upon it. And that's what you're celebrating. So for some of you, this could be events, could be marriage, could be anniversaries, could be, some kind of reunions as well. And reunion is like meeting people that you have lost touch with over the last few years. This could be a meeting with your extended family, or this can also be buying a home, and throwing the party. So for some of you, this could be backyard parties or housewarming parties. This can also be, it's like strong foundations at home. This can be in regards to your relations. This can be in regards to your neighborhood connections, social connections, friends, like family that you're celebrating and hanging out with. There's also a lot of protective energy with this rose garland, which is out here at the arch. So some of you could be decorating with fresh flowers and things like that. Now, others of you, this could be in regards to your own hospitality, business or events that you attend or you manage. Or in regards to home, maybe you are creating that solid foundation for other people. Maybe this is about your environment. Maybe you work, in real estate or things like that. That you're, creating or kind of. Or you could be a builder as well, creating solid foundations for families. That's for some of you. The next card you have for today, Cancerians, is the Temple of Lapis Lazuli, goddess of the ancient skies. So yeah, this is a beautiful stone. It's used, it's a very sacred stone. It's, it dates back to this ancient days, the pharaohs, and, protective energy, protection of souls. It has a lot of history to it. A very powerful stone for some of you. You could be using some kind of protection through gemstones, or, through incense, or just saging your house in order to, keep negative energies at bay. For some of you, it could be into charms and gemstones as well. Maybe you're wearing it, or maybe you're keeping it in your house or decorating with it, using it in decoration in some way. This is also an energy because This is also about, keeping the home protected, safe, peaceful, healthy, harmonious. So it's like, diffusing the tension. And for you, Cancerans, you're always, your fourth house energy, right? Archetypical fourth house energy about home, family, land, ancestors, mother, all of that comes under the fourth house domain of Cancerian. So for some of you, it could be protection around that. For some of you, it could be ancestors that are, that are sending you some messages. For some of you, you could be tapping into those messages from your ancestors or thinking about them or honoring them in some way. For some of you, it could be in regards to your home, your family, having that altar and spiritual practices in order to, bring in peace, harmony, security to your home, family, and all of, and close near and dear ones. For some of you, this could be, jewelry as well. Some of you could be into gems and jewelry or some kind of amulets, people wear for their protection. This is also a strong energy of third eye, intuition. It's also two chakra energy. So speaking out, not holding back, sometimes you need to say things, but in a gentle way in order to keep the peace as well. So speaking out, whatever needs to be spoken. Good communication is definitely, a domain of lapis lazuli. Also, it's about intuition. So having that strong, that feeling things even before your mind is able to relate to it. So for some of you, and you're the mutable, you're the cardinal water sign Cancerian. So water signs in general are very strong with intuition, and I feel that you're no stranger to this. I feel that the moon energy is kicking off in a big way. So feel your gut, what your body is telling you, all those signals. Pay attention to your environment. Some kind of hints or synchronicities also could be guiding your way. Yeah, and also maybe you're working with, some kind of themes around ancestors, honoring them, some kind of heritage. You could be visiting those places, learning up about it. Something to do with ancestors, your family lineage, or it could be in regards to your family, land, property, or some kind of skill or business that you inherited from your forefathers or ancestors, or people that walked this world before. And the last card to today, Cancerians, you have is a message from the universe, and it says balance. Further, it says you need to balance your career and personal life. Honesty and business ethics are important to establish credibility in your work environment. So the little person in the picture, this is like an aerial exercise, right? There's a cloth that is hanging from the ceiling, and this person is able to balance perfectly, without, and the hands are also off. She's not holding on to the cloth. So it's perfect balance, effortless balance. And I feel that's what this energy is asking you to do, to balance your home and your work effortlessly. So there's also something about honesty and ethics, and we saw the lapis lazuli. That's the energy of your throat chakra. It rules the throat chakra to be able to speak out to honest truths, to be able to speak with integrity, live with integrity, do things with integrity, and honesty is going to be at the forefront for you, but in a gentle way. You're being protected all throughout the lapis lazuli protection, ancestral protection. Your foundations are created. Now you need to just be very honest, be very ethical in order to uphold whatever you have created. So this is about giving equal amount of time to your work, to your home. Don't be sloppy in either of the areas, because if you're going to just take some shortcuts or not live up to those standards that you have created, then, your credibility could be questioned. So balance both with, have some kind of a routine schedule or align your tasks in a way that, both home and work feel effortless. So Cancerians, those were your messages, and hope they resonated with you. Now moving on to the sign of Scorpio. So the first card you have for today, Scorpio, is the Ace of Cups. So that's water energy, and you are the fixed water element. I really love the image on this card. These are new beginnings. There is a big chalice. There is two swans that are floating on the top of this chalice, forming like a heart shape. And then there is this octopus tentacle that comes, grabs this cup. And then there is this water which is, falling from the cup, probably, reuniting with a water body, a bigger water body, from where this octopus has come out. So octopus, when it comes, it's like it speaks about the depth, because that's where octopus is, in the depth of the water. So octopus energy, and they really strongly hold anything that they grasp, right? It's a strong word. It's hard to release yourself from these tentacles. So this tentacle is holding this chalice upright straight, I do feel that for you, Scorpio, this is like a new time. It's a new chapter. It's a new emotional chapter, or a new beginning, I would say. Maybe the way you feel, your heart space, that's undergone some kind of a transformation. It's like I would say that, maybe your heart's opening up now. You're welcoming more, love. You're giving out more love. It could be for people, it could be for projects, it could be in general any situation. Like in general, your heart space is like more loving, more honest with your communication. If you like somebody, you're going to say it out. You're going to show it to the to people, who really mean a lot to you. So this is like a strong love for something, for yourself, for people around you, for your house, for your business, or in general, your heart space having undergone a huge transformation. And, you see over here, the swans are all about grace. It's about honesty, simplicity. They're floating, they're forming their heart-shaped symbol, right? And it's graceful. Swans are grace. So, and also, one little subtle point about swans is that they paddle beneath the water. Yeah, they're trying to stay afloat. And that kind of a struggle, that effort, that energy, that effort, it cannot be seen. It just feels from the surface that they're just gliding away effortlessly, but actually they're putting the effort beneath the water. So you have put some kind of effort out here. And now it's showing out in your actions, in the way you present yourself, in the way you do life in general, or in the way you deal with people or relationships or situations. For some of you, this could be, that you've done the inner work, the inner engineering, or the inner plumbing, as they say, processing out old thoughts, feelings, and now you're standing out new because, it's like sometimes we misunderstand, sometimes we misconstrue. But I feel that now you're recognizing, who's who, what's what. And, you're like, your heart is more open. You're more receptive to love. You're accepting of love. This could be newer partnerships or newer social groups. This could be new family members or love for family, love for extended family. This can also be reuniting energies, maybe you had a rift with somebody and now it's like kind of bridging the gap. It's like coming together, reconciliation energy, from any people that you were not talking to, had a fallout with. So it's definitely a new, fresh, brand new, graceful chapter with overflowing love. Some of you, this can be new beginnings with your family in places that or have waterfront properties and things like that. So you might be setting up home over there. But otherwise, this is also an energy of kind of, the tears of joy is what I'm getting, be feeling more softer, feeling more approachable, feeling more affectionate, and not holding back from expressing love or accepting love. So it's like, a very graceful, very simpler time. It just reminds me of, and you have those blessings over here. On top of this one, you see, there is a beautiful blessing that's out there. So these are the rewards you're getting for doing that inner work here, Scorpio. So you've taken care of yourself, heart, body, mind, and soul. There's some kind of detox that happened that allowed you to, kind of come back. This is like a comeback in your heart space. So it's a new way of being, of doing things, a fresh start, fresh eyes, fresh perspective, new heart. It's like that energy. For some of you, it just could be some kind of milestones that you're celebrating in your family, maybe new beginnings of family. In fact, you might be welcoming new people in your family, new kids in your family, childbirths, and all of that also could be for some of you. Yeah, but in general, it's like a very warm-hearted energy. The next card you had, Scorpio, is the space between the words. It's a beautiful energy out here. So basically, you had the Ace of Cups. So it's like, it's like strong feelings, right? That you understand when you meet a person, you know that you're connected at a soul level, or there is something that's pulling you towards that person or towards a situation. So this energy is all about, reading in between the words. Like even though the person or, people around you might not be saying much, but then you're still able to pick up the vibes. Like whatever is unsaid, you're able to understand that as well. So it's like an understanding that does not need to be over and analyzed or over explained. And with your Ace of Cups New Beginnings, you already know that, the right kind of people that understand you without you explaining yourself or, over analyzing, overthinking, will understand you no matter what. Right? So that's the kind of energy annoying. So if you're meeting new people, maybe it's in personal partnership, you're partnering up with somebody. So it's that energy where you don't have to be constantly talking and having surface level talks in order to keep that connection feeling fulfilled. It's like you can just go by without saying much. Just knowing that the person is by your side, sitting by your side, is comforting enough, is enough at this point in time to know that the person is there. They still love you despite of you not saying much. It's that kind of a vibe. At the same time, I feel that, this does not, what do you call? This does not by any means underplay the value of words and honest communication. The Ace of Cups definitely is about honesty from your heart space and, saying things that you really mean. But not just words that will fill the void or fill that day or, that time. That's not what's needed at this point in time. Now, for some of you, it's like you picking up the gestures, the body language, the moods of people without them saying much. Or it could be vice versa as well. For some of you, this could be, just your intuition telling you, like, what's up, what's going on. And I feel that, for some of you, you could have been very talkative, but I feel that now you're fine with not saying much. You're fine with being quiet, or, you're comfortable with silence. Maybe you were trying to, talk too much in the past or keep everyone entertained by talking, but here you're more comfortable now by, staying silent. For some of you, this could be meditation practices that have calmed you down. For some of you, it could be that you are taking some fun just time away onto those, just retreats. They have the silent retreats where you have to not talk for a few hours or days and things like that. So in order to bring in stillness of mind and calmness and all of that. So for some of you could be practitioners of those meditation and spiritual practices. So it's also an energy of just knowing, right? Like what it is, like just knowing that this person is for you, or this job is for you, or this house is for you, or the friend is for you, whatever that is. It's just an energy of you feeling it from your gut and knowing that this is it. So that's a great energy out here, Scorpios. I mean, this is a lot of depth. Again, you are 8,000 energy, archetypal, and I feel that this totally reflects like your depth of understanding. Just by looking at their glances or eyes or body language, you're able to pick up a lot without the other person really needing to say much. So that's a good energy. People, I feel that, um, I feel that there is some kind of a shift. This is also like a transformation because it's paired with the Ace of Cups, which is new beginnings in your heart space. So maybe you weren't like this before. Maybe you really needed to talk a lot or in order to express yourself, or you needed people to express themselves out to you for you to feel anything, for you to feel their love even. But now I feel that, you're just, you know what to feel and you're not doubting those feelings. But again, this is by no means an avoidance of communication. Like if something feels off, that somebody is actually silent around you, or you're eerily silenced, then you need to express yourself as well. Because that might escalate more tension. So it's a great energy out here, Scorpio. I feel that you're being very mindful. Maybe you're just conserving energy. You're not tapping much. Maybe it's part of self-care. Maybe it's part of some kind of medication practice for you. But it's like you're very gentle with your approach. The swans are gentle with your heart space, with your words, with your communication. You're not being loud. You're not being too much chatty. So I feel this is like a gentle communication, doing everything very gracefully and gently. And the last card for today's Scorpio you have is a message from the universe, and it says taking chances. Whether it says chance and one arrow pointing in one direction, then there is change, and another arrow pointing in another direction. Further, it says it's time for a leap of faith in this situation. Be more courageous in dealing with your finances. It may be uncertain, but may lead to great results. So for Scorpio, definitely with the Ace of Cups, there is something that you're feeling. Spaces between the words is, again, like, whatever change or chance that you're taking is something that you're feeling, strongly about. Your gut is telling you that it's okay to take a chance, because taking a chance will definitely cause some kind of change, right? That's how it works. But I feel that this is not just about, your emotional side. It's also in regards to your finances. It could be in regards to some investment, some purchases, or whatever this is in regards to lending, borrowing money. I feel that whatever this is, whatever chance you're taking with your investments, there is like a upside to it. There's good potential. I mean, there's no guarantees. Nothing can be guaranteed when it comes to the external world, financial world, and the market, how it's going to go. It's just a universe, nudging you to give yourself permission to try something. If you've been wanting to invest in something, whether it's in your style, maybe you want to upscale, maybe it's buying assets, or you want to buy a house, whatever that is, I feel it's calling at you very strongly with that Ace of Cups. And it's pulling at you because there is something really positive on the other side of this chance. The change is going to be positive for you. The results are going to be great, it says, but may lead to great results. Again, nothing is guaranteed. It's just that if your heart is falling towards some kind of investment, take it in small steps, but I feel that it will pay off later. So Scorpio, those were your messages, and hope they resonated with you. Now moving on to the sign of Pisces. So the first card you have, Pisces, for today is the Page of Cups, and there's a goldfish out here. The goldfish is balancing a chalice full of water, and that water, there is this cute little lady out here holding an envelope with the heart sealed with the heart, and it's glowing. And also, the goldfish itself is like a woman goldfish, right, wearing heels, teal color shades, water. Goldfish in its own is like a symbol of good luck, right? So there is some kind of a message letter, which is either you're writing or it's coming to you. Could be some news, could be text, could be an actual letter, could be an email, could be whatever communication is coming to you, which you are going to love, which is coming from with love, or you are sending it with love. Now, this can be like just, expressing yourself, open-heartedness, feeling lighter, feeling happy, I feel like dancing away, dancing to tunes, humming tunes, that kind of a vibe out here for you. For some of you, this can be also creativity. You could be writing something creative, or just, music or any other form of arts and crafts, which is like your natural energy, right? You're the creative house ruled by Venus and Jupiter. So a lot of creative energy, and especially the goldfish, fish is a force symbol. But, Piscean, it has, because you are the mutable sign, right? Your life is like two fishes swimming in the opposite direction. One is headed towards the earth plane. One is towards the ethers. One is towards connections and people. One fish is running away from it. So that dichotomy is always there. And Pisceans always have to balance that kind of energy of being pushed and pulled in two different directions. I feel that this one is the one. This goldfish is the one that's reaching out for connections. So you're either talking, communicating, meeting people, or sending messages, right? Or saying things that are heartfelt. Sometimes people just compliment. For some of you, this could mean receiving compliments or giving compliments. That make our day, make our week, and just make us so happy. So it's a good luck charm. Goldfishes are about light-hearted energy. The colors gold and orange and yellow are all about positivity. For some of you, you could be bringing in goldfishes or species via your aquarium, or you might be visiting some sea spots or aquariums and things like that. And I feel that this is just open-hearted energy, like you being able to express yourself, in whichever way. It's like not holding back, So that's a good thing. It's like very playful energy, exchanging good messages, not overthinking what the person said, just taking it at face value, It's like sweet messages that boost your mood, boost your energy, boost your self-esteem. For some of you, you could be writing letters and notes and things like that. But it's just an open-hearted energy where you just, you say it in a beautiful way, like whatever you want to express and convey, you say it in a beautiful way. The next card you have, Pisces, is the energy of joy. And it's just an extension of the Page of Cups, It's like you see the picture there, this woman that's dancing around you, right? With her arms, hands thrown up into the sky. A lot of sunflower energy. She's dressed in sunflowers, and it's a lot of bright light, yellow colors. And there's smoke which is swirling around her, like, it's pure bliss. You could be wearing some perfumes and enjoying that. But besides that, this is just pure joy, You have the Page of Cups. This is just an extension of it. It's like something you learned, something you've heard, something you said or wrote or received. It's just making you so happy, Some kind of news. Maybe you're waiting for some news. Some good news maybe in regards to your workplace or your personal life. Some news that you were waiting for. And now it's there, making you happy. It's a really, sunlit moment for you. And also when it comes to the sunflowers, how it tracks the sunlight. So it's like facing towards positivity, so going towards positivity. For some of you, yellow colors, gold colors might be the theme of your clothes, of your home, or you could be visiting some sunflower fields and things like that. But I do feel like, I can almost see my mind Pisces that are dancing around in their kitchen, turning up the music in the car and just, enjoying the good times, and just being unbothered about the other, like what's going to happen. It's okay, So it's a very good moment. It's a celebratory moment. You could be celebrating some kind of milestones, parties. We could have some parties coming up. You could be just celebrating, maybe you got a promotion or something like that. You could be celebrating some accomplishments as well of your near and dear ones, family, friends, whatever that is. For some of you, you could be visiting places that's warm, sunny, and has a lot of sunflower fields around it. But a very good, positive, feel good, feel happy. The energy that comes to, the song is that because I'm happy, kind of an energy for some of you. It could be the song that you're listening to that's really, making you dance. But nevertheless, this is like a lot of, I'm getting festival energy, music, singing, dancing, drinking, and all of that. For some of you, it could be attending festivals, outdoor festivals and things like that. It's like good mood, enjoying yourself wherever you are. enjoying yourself with people that are around you. And when you're in that high vibe, joy, and loving energy, it's very contagious. People also latch onto it, and then they themselves, elevate to this energy of joy and love. So it's a win-win for all, right? So for some of you, this can actually be some kind of milestones that you're celebrating, or some kind of festivals around you, just music festivals, or community festivals as well. Or for others of you, this could be just inviting people over, having a good time, turning up the music, and dancing in your own backyard. That's for some of you. And the last card you have for July Pisces is a message from the universe, and it says feelings. Further over here in the picture, there is a beautiful heart that's wrapped up in string, and there's a note out here. It says, I love you. Further, it says, you may be getting too emotional at the moment that you are losing control of your career and finances. Stand up and come back stronger. Yeah, with the Page of Cups and the joy. So there is something here. I think your emotions are getting the better of you right now. You're like, you're really happy. But at the same time, you need to stay grounded, because the practical world is also something that's waiting for you. You need to take care of your career, your work, business, or your bills, your finances, everything, right? So don't let that slip away while you're enjoying and basking in this warmth and of love and feeling loved. So it's good. It's not to say that you should not enjoy this energy or enjoy these feelings or shut it off. No, it's just that enjoy this, but at the same time, you got to take care of your business, right? So that's it. Balancing both of them is a healthy undercurrent of this energy. So Pisces, those were your messages, and will be resonating with you. So thank you guys for joining. Please subscribe and hit the like if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye for now.